What's going on, everybody? Average Arcader here, and it's time for another base review. Today we're going to be reviewing Millionaire Underground Base 3. At least that's what I'm pretty sure. Yeah, yes, Millionaire Underground Base 3. I actually did Millionaire Underground Base 1 and 2, and they were all good bases, and this one I think is the best version of them. It took everything the other ones were missing and worked on it. I think this base just about has everything you need. It's only missing one thing. And I want to see if you guys notice it. But let's go ahead and get into the review. First things first, once we go in, so the other one is a multi-level base. First level is mainly for quick storage, and then you also have a cow farm over here. So that's good for if you quickly wanted to get some meat, maybe cook that up, or quickly store some supplies. Now, if you want to be clever and you're sharing this base with friends, but you don't want to tell them about this button here, here you have a little secret area where you can store more stuff. Most of these Millionaire Underground bases have little secret storage areas up top. So if you get this map on your own and you invite friends, you don't gotta tell them about that. I mean, they might figure it out. It's not that hard to, it's not hard to miss it. But, if you're not paying attention, you can. Next level. Straight ahead. This is what I love. This is the beginnings of your own mine. So they have a mine shaft ready for you to start mining. All you gotta do is push the button, go in with a pickaxe or whatever, and start mining. That's cool to have. So now you have a mine and it's safely connected to your base. A lot of bases miss that. They do not put that in. You have to build your own mine outside or start tearing the base apart. Which, if you spent money on a base, you don't want to tear it apart. You want to be able to use it. But at the same time, you don't want to have to go all the way outside to start your own mine. So having a little mine connection right there is awesome. And it has all your standard crops. We start here with wheat. I don't know why it has... The wheat room, for some strange reason, is the largest farm room out of all of them. You have wheat on this side. All the other ones are about this size. I'll show you. But this is watermelon, which is a really important crop to have. Especially if you're in a world where the jungle is really, really far away. I know that sometimes on my survival maps, it's hard to find the jungle so that you can get bamboo and watermelon, which is very important to see. Carrots, potatoes, and this is a really good one to have, netherroot. A lot of them forget to do this. Now they'll put the potion stations in, but then they won't put actual netherroot in, so you have to go to the nether to get that. So having that here means you can automatically start working on potions. Going down to the next level, we're going to find more farms down here. Go this way first. Now this is actually a storage area. They all the underground Millionaire bases have this, and I think it's cool in all of them. Walk over the paths and it opens up the different storage areas. I love this in every single one. I think it's a cool feature. Yeah, it's not complicated, but it's nice. It's just nice to have that. It looks cool. And then they have the enchanting area over here. Now, it doesn't have any Lampis already here, but seeing that the mine just above is right there, and you can build a mine shaft and work out of there, you'll easily get your hands on Lampis, so you're good. That's not a negative because they're expecting you to do that. You can store some of it here. Boom, you can go straight to over to the enchanting area. Now this is just a quick little crafting area, so that if you did want to quickly craft something, you store it here, you can come right here and start working on it. So that is a new feature. The other ones did not have that. They just had a storage area with the enchanting area. That's about it. So adding more crafting tables is another thing that I find a lot of maps tend to leave out in these bases. They won't add the simplest thing like a crafting table. You will have to bring that in. I think they get so, you know, focused on building all these other things that they forget about small things. Now, I love the look and feel of this forging area here. Both sides are identical, but it looks really cool how they have this set up. I very like this. This is a design I might mimic in some of my own builds. But here you have hoppers where you can load up with the different things. There's two of them, so you can load one up with the fuel and the other one with what you want to actually, you know, cook, and then it'll go into the furnace and then drop down. So that's actually really well done. I like that. Then you have 4 blast furnace on the side. No smokers, but you don't really need them. I find the blast furnace and the regular furnace more valuable than the smoker, seeing that the smoker literally only cooks food a little quicker than the furnace, so it's not exactly 100% necessary. And here is your potion station. See, they added that same ability here. I love that. To where you have even more nether roots that you can collect. And your potion station's right here. The only thing you need to do is get your hands on some glass and make, you know, the bottles, but that won't take you long. Moving on down to the next level. Like I said, the levels are done quite well. Everything looks nice. There's so much decoration everywhere. Oh, we'll go this way first before we go down that way. Here's where you can get all your bamboo. And here is where the mob grinders are. I love how they did this here. Normally, what they'll do is they'll just leave a little square open here in the glass. But instead, do this. And you can take them out, and they drop down into here. Perfect. Good XP farm. And on the other side, you have the exact same thing, but with skeletons. Only they have another layer here so that they can't shoot arrows at you. So had they had it fully open, they would have easily been able to shoot you. So you're not in danger of anything. And for whatever reason, if you do need to go in there to do something, both of them have these little access little areas here. And you're good to go. So you've got XP farms, you got food farms, and don't forget about the nether. I've got a good nether portal already set up too. So believe it or not, there are a lot of these base maps that forget to put that in. I do not know why. Now this here is simply a rocket. It's a little rocket they built. They designed these multiple floors to go up so you can see it. It's strictly all decorative. 100% decorative. There's nothing here. There's no crafting tables. There's nothing. There's nothing here other than a really nicely designed rocket. That's it. It looks cool, but it's strictly decoration. It doesn't actually do anything. That will be the last thing that actually functions as a nether portal, which is a good thing to have. So now let's go back up so I can show you guys the surrounding area, which actually looks pretty good too. It's not the best. I've seen better areas, but it's definitely not a horrible area. It's actually a pretty good area for a good survival run. Now, did you notice what the base is missing? If you said a bed, you were right. There are no beds in the actual base itself, which is not that big of a deal. It's not hard to get a bed or make a bed. If you don't want to make a bed, well, the surrounding area will definitely help you, because straight ahead here is a village right above. Now, this is the closest damaged portal I found to one of these base maps. It's literally not that far away, as you can see. Straight out, boom, you hit it, you got a damaged portal, the startup gear. Then you keep going and you've got a village. So if you really wanted it, if you needed a bed really bad, there's a village right here where you can get one. And if you didn't want to take it, there's sheep that will spawn, and you can make your own bed and you can put it anywhere in the base. So not having a bed isn't that big of a deal. It's got everything else. Now, what about the surrounding area? Well, I showed you how it's got damage portal here. Well, there's at least another 6 of them in the surrounding area. There are a total of about 10 different villages in the surrounding area. And the biomes are made up by a large amount of mountainous areas, birchwood forest, spruce, and dark forest. Unfortunately, there's no mansion that spans in the dark forest. I have yet to buy one of these base maps and have one, but it's not a big variety of biomes, but these are biomes that do look nice. As you can see, if you keep going that way, you can see the beginnings of a redwood forest, which is also nice. But for the most part, everything stays around the spruce, the birch, and dark wood forest next to the mountains. With the mountains, like I said, as you can see, there's another damaged portal there. There's a lot of them within the mountains. I don't know why they decided to spawn there, but they did. And then there's a ton of villages. I didn't see any close villager towers or temples or anything like that. I don't see any desert anywhere, so we wouldn't have a desert temple either. But I think this is a good spot for building. You have just enough flat area to do a couple different things, and then if you like building on mountains, you got a ton of them. Sometimes mountain builds can turn out really nice, especially if you like building castles like me. Alright guys, that's going to be it. I think this is a really well done map. I think it's gotten everything you need for a really good survival run. I would definitely suggest bring maybe 1 or 2 friends to live out of it with you on your own little server or your own map, but definitely worth picking up. I like that it's got I think that one of the things I really liked was the built-in start of the mine. So many maps leave that out, and they make you have to leave the base or destroy the base in order to get a mine going. And I'm like, I think that's dumb. I'm like, you should be able to do that safely within your base too, as well as also have a nether portal. You shouldn't have to really leave a base like this. If you're buying a base, I feel like it should have all of the basics covered at a decent rate. If you gotta do a little bit, that's okay. 1 or 2 things you gotta add, okay, but those major things like farming for food, smithing tables, potion stations, nether portals, mines, those should mostly be covered, and this one definitely covers it, and it's totally worth it. Alright guys, that's gonna be it. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification button. And also let us know of any base maps that you like, that you might have that we haven't covered on the channel. And if there are some on the channel that you might want to see, make sure to check out the Let's Plays and or playlists of all the bases that we've done up on the channel now. Alright guys, I'm Average Arcader. I'll catch you next time.